I agree with you that it's a hard nut, but hard nuts can be cracked.
Precisely because it's a very big deal. It will not happen easily. Because the world is, in reality, not a particularly generous place. Countries have to struggle for what they get.
I agree with you that it's a hard nut, but hard nuts can be cracked. If I look back and say, this one is too difficult, I wouldn't be doing too much in my life. I mean, life has been a set of challenges, particularly for a country like India. So I would not let the difficulties of that challenge deter me or discourage me. Put India aside for a moment. Look, there are whole continents today which actually feel that the Security Council processes do not take into account their interests. I mean, I spoke earlier about Ukraine and a sense in the global south that their problems of food and fuel and fertilizer are being just brushed aside. And frankly, if you go to a UN General Assembly and talk to countries, there are countries in Africa and Latin America and the small island states, quite apart from Asia and India, who feel very, very strongly that this is not their UN in a way. And I think that's hugely damaging to the UN. We need to because we all know why reform has been blocked for so many years. So I think it's important to keep up the pressure. There is global sentiment out there. We completely understand. I mean, this is not something which is going to be done easily and necessarily speedily. But it's something which has to be done finally. Otherwise, we will end up, frankly, with an increasingly irrelevant United Nations.
Precisely because it's a very big deal. It will not happen easily. Because the world is, in reality, not a particularly generous place. Countries have to struggle for what they get. Very soon, you will have a situation where the most populous country in the world is not in the Security Council, where the third largest economy in the world is not in the Security Council. So I then ask you this question: how credible does that make the Security Council? There is actually a free and fair vote in the UN membership. I have no doubt that we will get a very high degree of support. But there are very deep vested interests. So the countries, at least some of the countries who are there, no prizes for guessing who they are. The countries who are there, some of them have an interest in not allowing this. They are hanging on to it. The fact is they are not helping the process.
The fight against impunity is critical to the larger pursuit of securing peace and justice. The Security Council must send an unambiguous and unequivocal message on this count. Politics should never, ever provide cover to evade accountability, nor indeed to facilitate impunity. If egregious attacks committed in broad daylight are left unpunished, this Council must reflect on the signals we are sending on impunity. There must be consistency if we are to ensure credibility.